Warning, this video may not be suitable for people under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, if you are easily scared, I'd recommend clicking off and watching something else. This video contains valid EAS tones. Playing these on the air is a serious crime and you can get arrested or fined. These tones can also frighten younger viewers. With that out of the way, enjoy the video.
Why would we want to be eating lunch so early today?
The school lunch bell rang. It's 12 p.m. right now.
What? 12 p.m.? It can't be that time already. And plus, the sun is in a different position outside than from 12 p.m. It seems like it's probably somewhere around 10 a.m.
Let me provide an explanation. So, the lunch bell rang 5 minutes ago, but just 3 minutes before that, the gym bell rang. How it went was as follows. First, we're in here, then 5 minutes later, the bell rings for music class. But as soon as we make it to music class, the gym bell rings. And just 3 minutes after that, the lunch bell rings. And now here we are. We don't know what's going on right now.
I'm just fucking sleepy. All I want to do is take a nap. Oh well, I'm just going to eat my lunch. I'm starving. Damn it. Never mind then. I'm just going to go home. I'm too tired for this shit.
You know what? I'm going to go home too. This just isn't worth it.
Good afternoon, Joplin. Or should I say, good night, technically, since it's still 11:45 p.m. for some reason. About this, there's this odd phenomenon going on right now where all clocks in the area have stopped working. We don't know what's going on, but the Federal Emergency Management Agency said they'll be looking into it. Hopefully this won't affect our normal lives. We got an emergency alert that's supposed to come through, so, please stand by for that.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Joplin Police Department and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. There have been reports of clocks malfunctioning or outright dying across the city of Joplin. The time the clocks stopped at is 11:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This phenomenon also affects stopwatches and timers, causing them to go haywire and display numbers not set by the user. It is currently unknown what is causing this phenomenon, but FEMA says they will be looking into it. No emergency action is needed at this time, but all residents of Joplin, and the rest of the United States, should refrain from using any timers or stopwatches, and should refrain from cooking food as the timers on the ovens or microwaves will glitch out, and this could cause problems. Stay tuned for further updates on this developing situation. following message is transmitted at the request of the High Point Police Department. A hazardous materials warning has been issued for the city of High Point, North Carolina. A Norfolk Southern freight train has just collided with an Amtrak train in the High Point Amtrak train station, causing both trains to derail, spilling diesel fuel, and spilling hazardous materials from the Norfolk Southern train. A total of 25 people have died from the crash, including both train drivers. It is believed that the clocks that have stopped at 12:45 a.m. have led to this train crash, and it is believed that confusion with train schedules and timetables has caused one of the trains to get lost and crash into the other train. All residents within a 5-mile radius of the derailment site are under a voluntary evacuation order at this time. If you want to evacuate, do so now. If you choose to stay, shelter in place by moving to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows, doors, and exterior walls. Seal all entrances or openings to the outside world in your home, so the hazardous chemicals don't come into your home. Do not go outside unless it's absolutely necessary. Tune into local media outlets for further updates on this dangerous situation.
Here is some information regarding an update to the clock phenomenon. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has been unable to find the cause of the phenomenon in the United States. However, the United Kingdom has reported that Big Ben stopped at 5:45 a.m. British time due to an unknown cause, which could explain why clocks in the United States have stopped as well. Also, people have been going to repair shops to get their clocks fixed. This resulted in some repair shops getting overcrowded. Some more info worth sharing is that 35 minutes ago in High Point, North Carolina, a Norfolk Southern freight train collided with an Amtrak train, killing 25 people and spilling hazardous materials. It's believed this was caused by clocks stopping, which caused train crews to get confused. More updates on this situation soon.
Immediate evacuation for San Antonio, Texas. The following message is transmitted at the request of the San Antonio Police Department. A massive house fire has spread to an entire neighborhood in San Antonio, and is spreading even further. It's believed that the house fire started as a result of someone trying to cook food but not being aware of the current phenomenon affecting all timekeeping devices. As a result, being away from it for a long time has resulted in the food burning and eventually catching fire. This engulfed the entire house in flames, and even caused it to spread to nearby houses. All residents within San Antonio are urged to evacuate immediately. Grab food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers, a flashlight, and a battery-powered radio. If you don't evacuate, you will be putting your life in danger. Stay tuned for further updates on this dangerous situation. Evacuate now. I repeat, evacuate now. transmitted at the request of the Charleston Police Department. Extremely violent riots are taking place in the city of Charleston, South Carolina. These riots are linked to the clock phenomenon that has been happening in the past few hours and have been happening due to overcrowded repair shops leading people to be unable to get in. These rioters are causing extreme damage and attacking civilians and law enforcement. All residents in or within a 25-mile radius of Charleston should shelter in place immediately. Close, lock, and barricade all doors and windows, close all fireplaces, turn off heating and air conditioning units, and seal cracks on doors and windows with tape or wet towels. Grab essential supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries for your stay in the shelter. Do not participate in these riots, as you will be arrested or fined if you do. Stay tuned to local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
Now here is the hazardous weather outlook for central North Carolina. From today and tonight, no hazardous weather. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The United Kingdom's government has announced that the Big Ben clock tower has, indeed, caused all clocks to stop, including other clocks around the world. They also announced a plan to resolve this by having several mechanics go inside the clock tower to find the source of the problem. However, this is not an all-clear message, as some riots are still occurring across the country. Another administrative message will be relayed once the issue has been resolved. Stay tuned for further updates.
Here is an update to the situation. The United Kingdom's government has confirmed that Big Ben stopping at 5:45 a.m. British time has, indeed, caused all other clocks across the world to stop working as well. They have also announced a plan to try to resolve the issue by sending some mechanics into the clock tower to find the source of the problem. It is unknown if this will work, but they'll be giving it a try anyway. However, riots are still occurring throughout some places in the country. We will provide updates as soon as they become available.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The Big Ben clock tower has been fixed. It was discovered that some gears inside the clock tower have rusted and broke, so they had to replace them with new ones. After fixing the clock tower, it now displays the correct time, which in turn has also fixed every other clock on the planet. You may now continue your normal living. Your government thanks you for your cooperation and patience during this emergency.